Question: is it possible for all people to hold on to that path of self-inquiry? Answer: it is true that it is only possible for mature minds, not for immature ones. For the latter, repetition of a prayer or holy names under one's breath, worship of images, breath control, visualizing a pillar of light, and similar yogic and spiritual and religious practices have been prescribed. Through those practices, people became mature and then realized the self through the path of self-inquiry. To remove the illusion of immature minds in regard to this world, they have to be told that they are different from the body. It is enough if you say you are everything, all pervading. The ancients say that those with immature minds should be told that they must know the transcendent seer through inquiry into the five elements and reject them. By the process of repeating not this, after saying this, they point out that just as gold ornaments are not different from gold, so the elements are your own self. Hence, it must be noted that the world is real. People note the difference between the various types of ornaments, but does the goldsmith recognize the difference? He only looks into the fineness of the gold. In the same way, for the realized soul, everything appears to be his own self. Shankara's method was also the same. Without understanding this, some people call him a nihilist. That is, one who argues that the world is unreal. It is all meaningless talk. Just as when you see a stone carved into the form of a dog and you realize that it is only a stone, there is no dog for you. So also, if you see it only as a dog without realizing that it is a stone, there is no stone for you. If you are existent, everything is existent. If you are not existent, there is nothing existent in this world. If it is said that there is no dog, but there is a stone, it does not mean that the dog ran away on your seeing the stone. There is a story about this. A man wanted to see the king's palace and so started out. Now there were two dogs carved out of stone, one on either side of the palace gateway. The man standing at the distance took them for real dogs and was afraid of going near them. A saint passing along that way noticed this and took the man along with him, saying, "Sir, there is no need to be afraid." When the man got near enough to see clearly, he saw that there were no dogs, and what he had thought to be dogs were just stone carvings. In the same way, if you see the world, the self will not be visible. If you see the self, the world will not be visible. A good teacher is like that saint. A realized soul who knows the truth is aware of the fact that he is not the body, but there is one thing more. Unless one looks upon death as a thing that is very near and might happen at any moment, one will not be aware of the self. This means that the ego must die, must vanish along with the inherent vasana. If the ego vanishes, thus the self will shine as the luminous self. Such people will be on a higher spiritual plane, free from births and deaths.